have world number one, Magnus Carslen, who just defeated Caruana. So I have to ask the obvious. How are you feeling now?
I feel good. Obviously, better than after a loss.
How important was the rest day, Magnus, just to kind of get yourself together before such a big game?
I mean, having a rest day was nice. You know, was happy to spend time with Ella's family, to go out to Flod och Fjäre, which was very nice, and I really enjoyed the screening. What am I doing? Of Asken and Odin's documentary as well. So it was a nice day. But honestly, going into the game, like I really wanted to win, but I wouldn't say I was super excited to play still. But yeah, I knew I had a job to do.
Mm-hmm. And at what moment did you know that things were going to go your way?
I wasn't quite sure. I felt that his play was not very inspired most of the time. It didn't feel like he quite had it. Just to give you guys a couple of examples, if we can go back, like there were many things, but if we can go back around 15 moves or so.
Okay. I will bring this up. Maybe around here when he started playing passively?
Yeah, Rook C8 was weird. I thought he can just stay active, and I didn't see how I was going to win. I thought when I get F5, at least I have practical chances. So yeah, this I was happy to see. No, but the moment, Queen A6 was nice. Otherwise, he just loses. So this trade. I didn't love taking on D5, but I didn't feel like I had a choice. Queen, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you took. Queen D7.
And then this, King G2, Queen C6. I should note instead of King G2, so this is I think he may not have seen it at this point as well, because Rook D1 here, he can defend the pawn. But he can also go Queen C6, and yeah, if I takes King F7, it's a dead draw. And there was another moment where he had this trick.
Okay. So
if we go at this point, I have the king on H2, so I played H4, H5. King H3, King H2.
Maybe here?
Yeah, Queen E6, Rook D2. Yeah, I played Rook D2, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so here he could just have gone back, and he played Rook D8 immediately. And at that point, like when he played Rook D8 immediately, that sort of confirmed to me even more that he really does not have it, because that's the kind of trick that you should see. Like I would have just gone back and continued the game, but this at least made me think that I should have practical chances. The fact that he played this move immediately also told me that maybe he wasn't feeling that patient. So if I give him a chance to go wrong, he might do it, and that's what he did.
Yeah. We had Hikaru in the studio, and he was saying that if he were black, he would just simply go King H8, King G8, and wait it out like that.
Yeah, Hikaru is generally very good at just waiting passively. Most people don't like that.
Yeah.
And Hikaru does it extremely well. He also pounces when he has the chance, but yeah, most people lose their patience, and Fabi did as well. But I did feel that my practical chances to win were not horrible, not necessarily because of the position, but because it just felt that he wasn't quite on.
Magnus, 6 Norway chess titles so far. You're on the hunt for your 7th. You go into the last round as the tournament leader. And how much does this one mean to you, especially given the stacked field this year and all the emotional swings that have happened this week?
Honestly, it could have meant a lot to me if I had finished off the game against Kukesh and like played a really good tournament. now, like regardless of what happened, it would kind of be like a bit of stumbling into a win. Like there is a very good chance that I don't win the tournament, but it honestly wouldn't make that big of a difference to me. Like the sort of the dream of playing a really good tournament burst with that game, and now it becomes, yeah, of course I want to win, but it's, I don't know. It's not that important.
But I mean, look at this. This, you gotta love this, right? Can we just hear it from Magnus Carlsen, world number one? You've got so many fans here. This is special.
No, it's, that part is of course nice.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't see it as some kind of redemption for that game, winning the tournament, Magnus? Or?
No, I know that I can play.
Fair enough.
That, I mean, there is no doubt about that. I just, wanted a score that reflects the fact that I think I'm still significantly better at chess, and since I couldn't achieve that, then potential win in the tournament would not mean as much.
Fair enough.
But you're in the lead. Tomorrow, big game. How are you going to prepare?
It's hard to say. Playing Arjun is a little bit like playing Ivanchuk back in the day. It's just somebody who doesn't really play for a lot of draws and just is out to get you. So playing black, I'm sure we'll get some sort of complicated game, and I'll try and do my best from there.
Yeah, we just have one question from chat. From Frucht Samuel says, Magnus, do you think that Hikaru could win the candidates and beat Kukesh?
I think if Hikaru or Fabi or I don't know, probably Nepo for that matter, win the candidates, they would be, at the moment, they would be a favorite in a match against Kukesh. And yeah, Hikaru's come close twice. He's still extremely good, so there's no reason why he couldn't.
Well, on that note, thank you very much, Magnus, for joining us here in the studios. Congratulations once again, and good luck in your game tomorrow.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Congratulations.
Whew.